Hi guys, so I have been really slow getting around to this, but nowadays on Ragnarok, if you want to get hold of the artifacts of the Skylord, the Massive, the Clever or the Devious, you need to go to the LifesLabyrinth dungeon. And now that is in the desert. It's located at 51.6 by 77.5. Now if you're doing it by eye, basically along the sort of northern edge of the desert, you've got these mountains here. Now if you've done the sort of red drop run, this is the outcrop that you kind of go out from, and over there, this kind of metally looking massive outcrop of rock, that is where the actual dungeon is there. Now to go into this dungeon and to get all of the artifacts, you're going to have to run it twice. You can only get the artifact of the Skylord or the artifact of the Clever on any run through, but on any run through you can get the Devious and the Massive. To do the end of the dungeon, you're going to need a shoulder pet to sacrifice. Now you can sacrifice a player, but obviously solo, yeah, can't do it. Now on top of that, you are going to need a couple of things. You're going to need to have a movement speed of 140 minimum. So you're going to want to use a Mind Wipe tonic for that. And I would say, obviously, if you don't want a speed of 140, do this before your max level. On top of that, you're going to need armour. You're also going to need probably a couple of shields, some good weapons. Now, a melee weapon is always a good idea. And then something on top of that. I'm also taking in a rocket launcher because there's some points where you kind of go around the corner, it's going to be a clusterfuck of things. So, yeah, the rocket launcher is useful for that. On top of that, I'm going to use a focal chili to give me a bit of speed to get through certain parts of it a lot faster. I'm also going to have bug repellent because that will keep things like onyx away from me, which is another thing that's really useful for this. Apart from that, you're going to want medical brews. You're going to want a scuba tank for one side of it. Yeah, the weapons that I'm actually taking in there are a pump action shotgun, a quite nice ascendant crossbow. Obviously, you've got the rocket launcher, got my sword there. Now, you're also going to want some source of light. Right, so I've actually done like the second half of this video going all the way through to the end once, but I'm going to now record doing what I would say is probably the harder of the first parts, but it's the easier of the second parts. You'll understand that when I get in there. So what I'm going to do is just go over to there. Right, so when you approach this rock here, what I'm going to do is you're just going to go down this little recess here, and you go inside here, and there's a place to crouch down, like pretty much all of the Ragnarok dungeons at some point. Now inside here, you're going to find a series of spikes. Just going to run through there. Now you have to press buttons in an order. So you have to press them in the order of GRÁTA. That's G-R, A with a special character, T, normal A. Now the G, as you can see, is just when you come in. Now if you're facing out from those spikes, the R is round to the right. So you're going to go round to the right here. You'll see E, I, S and E there. And you're going to jump up on here. Or try to jump up on here. Early warning, I am terrible at parkour. Right, so we're going to jump here, and then we're going to try and jump on that, and then jump on that, and then jump up here. There we go, crouch, walk over here, and press this button. There we go. Now the A and the T, if you come out from the spike where the G is, turn left. The special character A is here, and the T is there, as you see. Very easy. Now to get up to the last A, you need to go up there. Now to get up there, what you need to do is kind of jump on here. So you just sort of use that as a little ramp. Jump up here, up here. Now at this point here, I would say go around here, go into third person mode. And what you want to do is kind of go along the wall and jump before you actually touch that next bit there. Because if you do touch them as you're jumping, it will knock you off the wall. So we'll do that. Then over here. Now this jump is particularly hard. What you kind of need to do is to jump and then press space, like that. Because if you jump and then press space, what am I talking about? Jump and then press forward, sorry. If you try and jump forwards, there's a kind of like an invisible thing here that knocks you on your head, and you just go down there or down there. So once you're up here, you're going to go jump across here. And we've got another fairly annoying jump here, but it's nowhere near as bad as the last one. Going to kind of go edge our way along here, and then jump. As you see, I hit the ceiling there as well. Press this button, and once you've done that, you'll see that little thing there just opened up. There we go. Right, so this corridor that you find yourself in after the drop is where you have to choose which way you're going to go. So you're going to go to the Artifact of the Clever or the Artifact of the Skylord. Going to the right is the Artifact of the Clever, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take you all the way through to the end, to the point where the two paths converge again. And then I'll take you back to the left, and then I'll take you all the way through it. So when you go up here, what you need to do is you're going to wait for this to open here. So this bit here is just going to raise up in front of you. Now, before you go through here, drop down to prone. Otherwise, that statue is going to hit you with flame. Now, you hear this ticking noise here. When that ticking finishes up, this is going to drop down. Right, so that's what that door looks like, and that ticking I wanted you to hear because that is what you're going to hear in every button you press. You'll hear like the tick, 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 tick. And as it gets faster, you're getting towards the end of when you need to get through a door. That becomes really important when you get into the mazes. So when you come into this place, you want the button on the left just inside the door here. It's really important though that you stay prone and you don't try and like cut over any of the bits of rubble like this, for example. If you do that and it raises you a little bit off the ground, that statue will do fire. Now you might find that even with 140% movement speed, you can't get through here fast enough. So what you're going to want to do is just run when you hear the ticking. So let's do this now. We're going to press this button. Now I'm going to take a bit of damage. I'll take a bit of damage to the armor, but once you get past this, you're okay. So as you can hear, it'll start ticking. There's tick, one tick, two. Okay. Once you get to the 3 fast ticks, just run. There you go. Because we were quite close on there. Now, I have taken a little bit of armor damage there, but it's all good. Right, so now we get to another bit of parkour. You only need to have a little bit of light here, so I'm just going to grab my sparkler. Yay! Sparkles. Right, we're just going to jump up here, jump across here, and press this button. And just going to jump again. And there we go, across here. It's an easy little jump here. Sprint jump. And do a sprint jump across here. Ah, I missed it. So don't worry too much if you miss something on this bit, because you can actually just get back up without a problem. And actually, if you run all the way around here, there is a red drop for you to get. So let's go up here. And to get back, you just run up here, go up here, and jump up and start again. Right, so, do that again. I did warn you I suck at parkour, right? If not, I suck at parkour. Right, now this is a big sprint jump. There we go. This next one here, you kind of need to jump early. Kind of need to jump about here, rather than when you get to the end. So, I pooped. There's a big jump. Right, so we're going to sprint and jump. There we go. And we're going to jump here. And I missed it again. Oh, here we go. Third time's a charm. Yay! Right, okay. Another sprint jump. And another couple of easy little jumps here. Oh, insufficient stamina. Right, there we go. Now, when we jump across to there, it's another one. It's a bit of a nasty one because it's a slope jump. It's going to drop down some smoke grenades on us. What we need to do is you're going to turn around and jump to the end of that pylon. But the thing is, the trick is to jump, aim slightly to the right of the end of it, because you're going to hit the wall and kind of land on the bottom of it. So let's try and do this in one go. So jump across it. Nope. Right, so at this point here, you might want to use a focal chili. As you can see, that's what I've done. Also, sorry for the torch changing. I had to go outside and scare off some foxes, and yeah, I left my other torch going. So let's try and get this jump done. Oh, I hate this jump. This is the most annoying jump here. There we go. Right, okay, there's the gas grenades. We're going to jump. Right, so you see what I did there is before they came in, I jumped, and I was actually aiming for like that part of the wall there. I do apologise for the video glitching out. I'm recording this late at night and foxes are a real problem here. Right, okay. So what you want to do for this next jump is kind of edge over as far as you dare and then... Oh, I was left that a bit late, didn't I? I kind of want to sprint jump there. Now, because I've got the focal chili on here, I've got to be careful. Just do little jumps. Now we want to go to the second platform there. So we're just going to sprint jump. There we go. Jump. And it gets a little bit easier here. So we're going to just aim at the wall at the base of there. And I can probably just take this off now. There we go. So I'm going to aim there. And then for this bit here, we're just going to aim at the intersection of... Oops, wrong one. We're going to aim there. Rather than there, we're aiming there. So we're going to go here. And there we go. And now it should be easy. We're just doing... These should be non-sprinty jumps. Oh, almost went too far there. Right, okay, so that should be, yeah, that should be the last bit of parkour for this bit. Now what you're going to want here is your bug spray, because you're going to have onyx drop on you and things like that. So what we're going to do is just going to go in here and we're just going to crouch down. And as you can see, onyx go up there, but because you've got the bug spray on, you should be okay. Now, kind of want to just get through here on the route that I just did there. Right, there we go. Go up here and press this button on the right. Here, if you want to try to get this thing here, it's a good idea is to go prone and just kind of edge forwards. And what's going to happen is the arrows will fire into it, but they won't hit you. So let's do... There we go. And now you're free to loot that. Yay. Okay, so get for this door here, what we're going to do is just going to go to the left, and we want the closest button to there on the left. Press that. Everything else sets off traps and things. Right, so this is the maze part of this side. So we're going to go here, press this button, open the right hand door. And then we're going to go through here and we go for the left. So we press this button. We're going to go round one and press this button here to go through to the right. We're going to press the nearest button to it. No, I think it's the furthest button. There we go. And now we go straight ahead here. And we go straight ahead again. Press the button on the right. And we go straight ahead again. So we press the button on the middle there as you come through here. And now what we're going to do... Oh, nasties. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Right. So once you come through that door there, what we're going to do is go zigzag along here until you see a button in the corner. Then we're going to press that button and we're going to go through this door here. Now what I would recommend is throwing down a torch here. So what I'm going to do is take off my shield and throw a torch down. Just because there might be nasties in there. I'll grab another torch. There we go. Right, now I'm going to put my shield back on. Just in case. Press this button. Yeah, I thought there might be some nasties. But we don't touch... Oh! Fuck you. Oh. Okay. Screw it. Let's kill the crap out of that thing. Right. Got to be careful here. So, press the button. See, as you can see, things do... I'm just going to sprint through here, straight all the way through to this gap. I'm just going to drop down into here. Ooh, there we go. Right, now at the bottom of there, we have got the artifact to look at. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. And we want to just jump across this gap here. Go and grab the artifact. And then to the right here, this is taking you to the point where the two paths converge again. So this comes into here, and this is a sacrifice chamber. So what I'm going to do at this point here is I'm going to go take the video back to where you would go left to get to this point, and then from this point you finish up it together, and going the other way will get you the artifact of the Skylord. Right, so when it comes to doing the left-hand side of this, it's actually a lot easier to get through this room than on the right-hand side. You don't need the focal chili. What we're going to do is just going to crawl into here like before. Now, the button we're looking for is on, well, just underneath the elbow of that statue. So what we're going to do is just going to crawl over here. And we'll go around here. Once again, making sure we don't actually come off the ground. Otherwise, yeah, the statue will be a turd. So just go around here. And underneath the elbow here is the button. So press the button. Now, this is the easiest point here. We're just going to put on the scuba gear and we're just going to go for a nice long swim. So let's do this. Just throw on our scuba gear. Right, we're just going to drop down underneath here. And all we're going to do is follow the light sources here. So as you can see, there's light there. And once we get to here, we just follow this all the way through. Just following the light. Nothing dangerous in here. You're perfectly safe. Well, assuming you've got a scuba tank on. If you do want a drop, there is one here. As you see, it's one of these ones, but I'm not going to do that. Right, so that is the easy bit over and done with. Now things get really freaking annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. Now you're probably going to trigger off something here. You're going to get boulders fired at you and you're going to have stuff to kill. So I'm just going to pull out this here. And I'm also going to have one of my bug repellents. I'm going to take a focal chili so I can move fast. Right, so let's run back. Okay, hasn't triggered them off this time. Right, so we're going to open up this button here. Oh, okay. It's Onyx. They're not actually going to attack me because I've got my bug repellent on. As long as I don't actually touch them, I'm okay. So now this is going to be really annoying, this bit here. This is why I've got the focal chili on. My recommendation is to just run through as quick as you can to do this. So what we're going to do is, in a minute, we're going to run across there, but I'm going to trigger stuff off. Just around from this corner, when you come through this door, that is where the exit is. But I'm going to do this as quickly as possible just to show you don't really need to fight. So we're going to run around here. That is the exit there. We're going to run past all of this. Just ignore everything that spawns behind us. We're going to jump. Just going to run through all of this. Keep running. I'm going to go to this doorway here. Now we're going to open this up. Inside this room. Just going to run through like this. And press that button there. Let's run back. Right, now in this place here, we're just going to go here, press the button underneath the torch. We're going to run around here, and we're just going to press two of the buttons here. It doesn't matter which two. I'm just going to press those ones. Well, it does matter. We need to get at least the middle button and one of the other ones. Now that opens up this area, which is actually behind the doors. The door went through on the right. Now we need to get this button here if we can. Come on. There we go. That button and that button. And now what we do is we run all the way through here. Oh, we try not to get ourselves killed there. There we go. And now what we're doing is we're running back to the where I said the exit was. So we go around here. You're going to hear it keep ticking. Keep going all the way around here. And there you go. There's a door here. So you're going to go through here. Let's deal with this. There we go. Cool. Oh, let's get off. Let's not stand underneath those, shall we? Right, so obviously I had to deal with that Titan bow. So once you're in here, as you can see, you've got these things up here that are going to shoot you. What we're going to do is just going to press this button here, just round beside this pillar. And now we need to sprint through here. Now if you sprint through fast enough, the arrows won't get you, as you can see. Right, now we're through there. Now around this corner, often there's a lot of stuff spawned. So let's have a poke around. Yep, there we go, look. So let's just deal with that with rockets. Oh. Just run. Oh, no, not good, not good, not good. That was bad. I almost killed myself there. Right, okay, let's see if we can get around this stuff now. Yep, we can. We're just going to keep running, keep running, keep running. Right, let's have ourselves some food and kill anything that's coming towards us. That's one. Oh, Arthropleura. Go away. Oh my god, I hate these onyx. Right, is that everything dead? Yes, it is. Oh, thank God. Right. Woo. Gotta say though, pretty chuffed with how well that went getting through that maze. How's my health doing there? Doing alright. Right, okay. So the video probably kind of glitched out a little bit there. Or I say glitched. I cut it out because this bit here is something you're going to have to try and try and try again until you get your eye in for it. Now, don't worry too much about the spikes. I mean, they are dangerous, but they won't kill you in one go. The most dangerous thing is getting through that maze and that bit there. So once you're through that, you're okay. So now with this bit here, if I've got focal chili on, these are just a regular jump. So regular jump. Oh, no, missed it. As you can see. So right, I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. Regular jump. Regular jump. Out. Regular jump. Regular jump. Right, okay. Get some health here. Didn't mean to do that, but there we go. Regular jump and sprint jump. There we go. Right, first set of traps done. Second set, somewhat more annoying. Right. Okay, so on this bit here, we're going to go regular jump. Jump again. Out. Jump again. And jump again. Right, okay. Medical brew. Oh, almost messed that up. We'll wait. These ones here you can time quite easily. Just wait for those to come up and then... Right, okay. So, small jump, small jump, small jump, small jump, long small jump, and sprint jump. Woohoo! Right. Last bit. Here we go. So, small jump here. Because I've got the thing on there, it's a normal jump. Right, another small jump, small jump, small jump, small jump. So these are, I'm not actually sprint jumping here. I'm just regular jumping and I'll sprint jump on that last bit. There we go. Woo! And over here on the left when you get through there is the artifact of the Skylord. Now I am overheating a little bit here, so this is a sacrifice area here. So this is the point where in the previous video I said I was going to go back and go to the left. So let me just, I'm just going to take off these things here and let my heat stroke go away. Right, heat stroke dealt with. Now what I'm going to do is, what you need to do here is just throw the shoulder pet into that gap there. Sorry, I've missed it there. There we go. Try and stay back because that fire will hit you. Now you want to make sure you've got bug repellent on here and have this. And now we just sprint through to the end. So we're just going to run all the way through here. There are onyx around here, so just be careful with this. So just, if you've got bug repellent on, the onyx won't attack you unless you touch them. So just keep an eye out for what you're doing here. Just don't get near them. Now as you come up towards the end here, you can see this button on the left. Press this and you are now through to the end. So I'm just going to stand through here. I'm just going to let that door close again. We'll hear it's kind of tick through. And now this is the bosses. So the way that these bosses work in here is you can't get through that barrier over there. That is where the artifacts are. Until you kill a wave of enemies. So what you're going to have is you're going to have a level 50 dire bear and a level 50 dire wolf spirit. Then there'll be a level 100 of each, a level 150, 200, 250. Now if you go in here and they've spawned, just have your shield up and run to where I'm going to show you. But most likely you're going to have a case of they haven't spawned. I've never had them spawn in here. And what you do is you shoot one of these megalothroses to spawn them. What you do is you run through here and we go up to the top here. And what you're looking for is this little ruin that is the closest to here. I'm just going to go up here and stand up here. Now you will pretty much be safe from anything that happens up here. So let me, oh, I forgot to drink water. So if you do need water, you can get water here. There we go. I'm just going to run up here. And I've never had them run up here and attack me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. And you know what? I'm just going to get out this. And... pew! Right. Now here they come. Now it's just a case of dropping them. As you can see, they're not going to come up here. The cool thing is the dire wolf does actually act like a dire wolf, and will just actually go for corpses if it sees one as it comes in, which is kind of cool. Right, there's another dire wolf. Oh, he almost came up there, didn't he? Right, and it is just literally a case of staying up here and finishing them off. Right, we've got 2 more waves to do. Come back here. Yeah, you better. Right, last wave. To be hitting the floor, but that's okay. Right, dire bear. Wolf is too busy shooting. Boom! The spirits have been calmed. Right, there we go. And now you go in and get your artifacts. So let's go and grab some here. Devious and the Massive. Now you're supposed to be able to place down a bed or something at the end here. It never worked for me. And now once you've done this, you just follow this river through. And you'll find a grate at the end. I'm just going to drop down here. And we'll just follow this through. And it'll bring us out very near the entrance. Oh, hello. I'm just going to run through here. As you can see, the focal chili is very useful for getting through this dungeon quickly. Right, there we go. And... oh, I'm tired. And here we go. This is the exit here. As we come out, you're going to see we're just basically... that little rock that was behind that. There we are. And there you go. You have now completed the... LifesLabyrinth dungeon. So we go back to my base so I'm not attacked by something while I'm talking at the end of the video. Right guys, so that was how you go through LifesLabyrinth dungeon. It might seem a bit intimidating at first, but honestly the most annoying part of that dungeon is the parkour. The maze is really quite confusing when you first go through and do it. That's the one on the left. On the right hand side, it's fairly easy to figure out, but on the left hand side it's one where if you haven't had the experience of doing it, it can be very confusing, and trying to understand what you're doing when you're first doing it, yeah, that's what's going to get you killed. As you saw, if you've got focal chili on, just sprint the fuck through that, you'll be perfectly fine. And apart from that, the only other place that's really dangerous, I think, is once you've got through that left hand side maze and you come around that corner, the bit where I used the rocket launcher, yeah, that was a bit of a turd face. The rest of it, to be honest, is fairly tame, just really annoying with the parkour. Right guys, so hope you found this useful. I hope to help you get through the dungeon. Have fun, catch you all soon. Bye.